So here we are, and thank you for coming, and thank you all for your contribution.
Well, thank you, Sybil, and thanks for inviting me along to sort of launch Volunteer Week, really, because it's next week, Volunteer Week. And I think that this is an example of an organisation that shows what the third sector, charities, social enterprise, but we call it the third sector these days, can achieve. Because I think organisations like this have the, what they used to call in the adverts, the Heineken effect, really, isn't it? Reaching the parts that other organisations can't reach. Because actually, in government or on a council or whatever, we can do quite a lot of things through providing services. But actually you can't do everything, as we know, in these times of economic downturn. We know we can't do everything. And the third sector can bring that volunteerism and that extra enterprise and ideas and excitement about things and commitment, really, that you can't just get when you provide a public service. And I'm a big believer that the third sector completely can add to and enhance the sorts of things that can be achieved, that government can't achieve, and that councils can't achieve. And that volunteering is really important. When I left university, it was quite a long time ago, in 1982, there was a really big recession on. At that time, people will probably remember there were 3.5 million people unemployed, and there were no jobs in South Wales, to be honest with you, to get, even if you had a degree. And I went off and volunteered for a local community group. We call it a social enterprise these days. It was up in Cwmbran Community Press. And it really enabled me to do two things. One, to contribute something to the community, but also gave a lot back to me. I think volunteering, it works both ways. As a volunteer, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who volunteers and gives of their time freely and so on. But also you get something back from it as well, I think, too, as a volunteer, in terms of making new friends, learning new skills, getting some satisfaction out of doing some good. So that's why I think it's so important that we promote volunteering, that we encourage people to get involved in volunteering, and that we make sure that we give all the support that we can to organisations like this. So I'm glad you're getting some support from a variety of things, from the charitable sector, also from the public sector, I hope, as well, because it thoroughly deserves it. I think this is a fantastic organisation, and really it's a privilege to be here and to come along and say thank you for all you're doing for people in our community, for people with disabilities, but also for everybody. Because what organisations like this can do is bring together people in a way perhaps they wouldn't be brought together otherwise. And that's so important. So thank you very much. Thank you.